Welcome to my channel Max My Heartbeat. Students, in the previous video I have started relations and functions, very important topic for IIT JEE. So, and there we have discussed about types of relations. Now in today's video let us discuss some practice problems related to types of relations. Okay, so what are the types of relations we have discussed? First one is reflexive relation, symmetric, transitive and equivalence relation. Means if a relation satisfies all symmetric, reflexive and transitive, then such a relation is called equivalence relation. So now let us see some practice problems related to types of relations. So let us start with our first problem. So our first question is, let R be the relation on the set 1, 2, 3, 4 given by R is equal to. So this is our relation given in the question. Choose the correct answer. So from these four options we need to find the correct answer. So option A is reflective and symmetric but not transitive. And option B, R is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. And option C is R is symmetric and transitive but not reflexive. And fourth one, R is an equivalence relation. In all these four options, which one is correct, we have to see. So let us keep the relation as it is and let me erase the options so that I can explain the solution here. Okay. So only four options I am erasing here. Question I am not erasing. So now let us solve this problem now. So first we need to prove symmetric, reflexive and transitive. So R is equal to, this is the relation given in the question, right? So directly let us go for reflective. When can we say that a relation is reflective? We can say that a relation is reflective. It means when A comma B belongs to, when A comma B is an element of that relation, then there should be one element A comma B A in that relation. Okay, such type of relation is called reflective relation. Okay, for suppose here in the place of A comma B, here we are having 1 comma 2. So when 1 comma 2 is there in the relation, then 1 comma 1, okay, should also be in the relation. Yes, it is there. 2 comma 2 means 2 comma 2 as it is. 4 comma 4 means 4 comma 4 as it is. Here 1 comma 3 means again 1 comma 1 also belongs to R. So here 3 comma 3, here 3 comma 2 means 3 comma 3. This also is there. So this reflection. So this relation is reflective relation because as A comma B belongs to R, then A comma A belongs to R also satisfies. So this relation is reflective. Okay. Next, let us see about symmetric. When can we say that a relation is symmetric? We can say that when a relation is symmetric, when there is an element A comma B belongs to R, then there will definitely should be one element such that B comma A belongs to R. Understood? So when 1 comma 2 is there, then reverse of this 2 comma 1 should also be there. Is there 2 comma 1 is this relation? No. Yes. So this relation is not symmetric. Now let us check transitive. What is the condition of transitive? A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. Then there should be one relation such that A comma C belongs to R should be there in our relation. So here if we see here 1 comma 2 means here ending from 2. So here 2 2. So here one more relation is starting from 2. So 2 comma 2. Then there should be 1 comma 2 in that relation. See here 1 comma 2 belongs to R and 2 comma 2 belongs to R. Then this implies 1 comma 2 belongs to R. Yes, is there no? So this is satisfying. Next 2 comma 2 means starting and ending both are same. So no need. So 1 comma 1, 4 comma 4. Okay, here 1 comma 1 belongs to R. In the same way 1 comma 3 belongs to R. Okay, so therefore this implies 1 comma 3 should belongs to R. Yes, this is also there, so this is also satisfied. Next, in the same way, 3 comma 3 belongs to R and 3 comma 2 belongs to R. This implies 3 comma 2 belongs to R. So this is also satisfied. So this relation is transitive. So now we can say that our given relation is reflective and transitive but not symmetric. So which option that is? Already I have written question no, that is option 2. R is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. This is the solution of our first problem. I hope everybody understood first problem. Now let us move to our next problem, second question. So second question. So what is the second question in this? Types of relations. Second practice problem. Determine whether the following relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive and also equivalence. Okay, we need to determine whether the following relation is symmetric, transitive and equivalence. So what is the relation? Relation R in the set A is equal to, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on 13, 14. Okay, these are the elements of set A. So we have to define a relation from set A to A only. Okay, defined by, not defined as, R is equal to x comma y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. Means our order pair x comma y should satisfy this condition, that is 3x minus y is equal to 0. So if we solve 3x minus y is equal to 0, then we get 3x is equal to y, correct? Okay, so what are the elements of this set? That is relation R. We have to write in row star form. So let us write R values in row star form first. So what are the elements of row star form we will get here? So first take x value and y value like this. Okay, if I take x value 1, then y value is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. If I take x value as 2, then y value is 6. If I take x value as 3, then y value is 3 into 3 is 9. If I take y value as 4, then my x value as 4, then y value is 4 into 3 is 12. If I take 5, then 3 into 5 is 15. So 15 is not in this set. So I should not take 5 comma 15 here. Understood? So what are the order pair we are getting here? 1 comma 3, 2 comma 6, 3 comma 9 and 4 comma 12. So these are the elements of our set R. Okay. Now we have to see whether this function is reflexive, symmetric and transitive and equivalence or not. So first let us see whether this function is reflexive. Reflexive means if 1 comma 3 is there, then 1 comma 1 should be there. So 1 comma 3 belongs to R. This implies 1 comma 1 should belongs to R but does not belongs to R here. So this function is not reflective. Okay, so reflexive is not satisfied. Next, symmetric means if 1 comma 3 is there, this implies 3 comma 1 also should be there. Okay, but does not belongs. So here this is not symmetric. So symmetric also not satisfied. Okay, next R is equal to, now transitive. Transitive means for suppose 1 comma 3 belongs to R, then ending with 3 here one more is there, 3 comma 9 belongs to R. This implies 1 comma 9 should belongs to R here. Is there any element like that 1 comma 9? Not there, no. So does not belongs to R. So this relation is not transitive. So transitive also not satisfied. So when reflexive, symmetric and transitive are not satisfied, then this function is not reflexive, not symmetric, not transitive and nothing at all. Understood? This is how we have to do second problem. Clear everybody? Next, let us move to our next problem. Third problem. So next question, third problem. Yes. So relation R in the set Z of all integers defined as R is equal to x comma y order pair such that x minus y is an integer. So now here relation R is in the set Z of all integers defined as R is equal to x comma y such that x minus y is an integer. So here R is defined from Z to Z, means from integers to integers only. Okay, so no specific set is given in this question. So for all integers one relation is derived, that is x comma y such that x minus y is an integer. So if you take order pair x comma y here such that x minus y is an integer, this is our question condition. Okay, so now if x comma y belongs, if x comma y implies x minus y is an integer, then y comma x implies, okay, first let us see reflective. So x comma x implies x minus x. What is x minus x? 0. So 0 is an integer, am I correct? Yes? Yes, 0 is an integer. So this relation is reflexive relation, right? So reflexive is satisfied. Next, x comma y implies x minus y is an integer. Yes, this implies, if I take y comma x, this implies y minus x is an integer. Okay, let us see this with an example. For suppose I am taking x comma y as 2 comma 4. Not whatever you want we can take. This implies 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2 is an integer. Yes, this is an integer only, no? So once again I will write somewhat big. See here, 2 comma 4 implies 2 minus 4 is an integer. So what is the value of 2 minus 4? Is nothing but minus 2. So minus 2 is an integer, right? Yes. So if I take reverse of this, that is 4 comma 2 implies 4 minus 2 is equal to minus 2 is an integer. Yes. Similarly, whatever we want we can take. If x comma y such that x minus y is an integer, then y comma x such that y minus x is an integer, also satisfied. So this relation is symmetric. Yes. Now let us see transitive. How to see transitive? So x minus x comma y implies x minus y is an integer. In the same way, y comma x implies, y comma z, y minus z is an integer. Then there should be one element x comma z such that x minus z is an integer. So how to solve this? So for suppose I am taking x minus y is equal to some lambda is an integer. And in the same way, y minus z is equal to some mu is an integer. So if I add both, so then what will happen means y minus y plus y gets cancelled, then x minus z is equal to lambda plus mu. Means integer plus integer is also an integer, am I correct? So from this we can prove that this relation is also transitive. Yes, therefore this relation satisfies reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So if all three are satisfied, then I can say that this relation is also what type of relation? Equivalence relation. Understood? So our third relation is what type of relation? Equivalence relation. Okay? Next question. I hope everybody understanding every problem. If anywhere you are not understanding means, please mention in the comment section after completing the video. So now one more very important interesting question. Check whether the relation are defined in the set. So here also in this question he has given on one particular set for us, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the set such that R is equal to A comma B such that B is equal to A plus 1 is. So all three types of relation we have to check, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, check whether the relation are defined in the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. R is equal to A comma B such that B is equal to A plus 1 is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So first let us write this relation in set builder form. So R is equal to, so how to write? Already I have said no, take A value and B value separately. So if I take A value as 1, same, then B value becomes 2. If I take A value as 2, then B value becomes 3. If I take A value as 3, then B value becomes 4. If I take A value as 4, then B value becomes 5. And if I take A value as 5, then B value becomes 6. But 6, 7, can I take like this? No. Why? Because element of R should be from 1 to 6 only. So these are our order pairs. So 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 4 comma 5 and 5 comma 6. Okay. So now let us see whether this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive or not. Okay. So now first let us see reflexive. Reflexive means 1 comma 2 belongs to R, implies 1 comma 1 should also belongs to R. Is 1 comma 1 is an element of R? No, does not belongs to R. So this relation reflexive is not satisfied. Next, second one, symmetric. Symmetric means 1 comma 2 belongs to R. This implies 1 comma reverse of this, that is 2 comma 1 also should belongs to R. Is there any relation to, is there any element 2 comma 1 like this in this relation? No, does not belongs to. So symmetric also not satisfied. So now 1 comma 2 belongs to R. So in the same way 2 comma 3 belongs to R. This implies 1 comma 3 should belongs to R. Is there any element 1 comma 3 belonging to R here? Does not belongs to. So this is not transitive also. Okay, just we need to convert very easy, but we need to convert this set builder form in the form of roster form. That is very important. So B is equal to A plus 1 means in the place of A we should write 1 here. In the place of A we should write 2 here. That is important here. Okay. This is very easy. Finding reflexive, symmetric and transitive is very easy. But we need to find the relation first. Okay. That is somewhat complicated. By using this relation we can find out first what are the elements of the relation, then we can find out whether that is reflective, symmetric and transitive or not. Okay, this is very important problem. Next, let us solve one more problem. Fifth problem. The relation R in the set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, only 5. Up to 5 is given. Given by R is equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is even. Equivalence relation or not. Okay, the relation R in the set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 given by R is equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is even is an equivalence relation or not. Equivalence relation means how many conditions we should check here? 3 conditions: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, so we need to find the equivalence relation. Equivalence relation means that should satisfy both symmetric, transitive and reflexive. Then only we can call that relation as equivalence relation. Okay, so let us see how to find out. So no need to write set builder form here. Why? Because this is not possible. Just let us see from this set only. Already set is given here. From A to A means no need to find out anything. Just let us just do in our general method. First, for suppose modulus of A minus B is even. Okay, means A comma B. Now A comma A means what should be there? Modulus of A minus A is even. Modulus of A minus A is nothing but 0. 0 is even or not? Yes. What is the definition of even number? Any number divisible by 2 is even. If I take 2 tables 0, 2 0 0, here also I am getting remainder 0. So this is an even number. So no doubt should be there that whether 0 is even or not. Definitely 0 is even number. So if A comma B belongs to R, then A comma A also belongs to R. So this, what type of relation this is? Reflexive. So this condition, reflexive condition is satisfied. Okay, next let us see our next condition, symmetric. So A comma B belongs to R such that A minus B is even. Then there should be one more element, B comma A, such that modulus of B minus A is even. Right? So let us see. Let us take one example from this. For suppose I am taking 1 minus 3. Modulus of 1 minus 3 is even. Correct? 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So modulus means 2. 2 is even. Correct? Next, if I reverse this, modulus of 3 minus 1 is even. This implies, just only know 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 is even. So even if I write 1 comma 3 or 3 comma 1, I am getting even number. So this is symmetric. Okay. So here we are getting symmetric and reflexive satisfied. Now let us see transitive, whether this condition is satisfied or not. So if A minus B okay, a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is even. In the same way, b comma c such that modulus of b minus c is even. So modulus of a minus b is even is nothing but a minus b is equal to 2 lambda. Yes, modulus is there means minus also becomes plus. So a minus b is equal to 2 lambda. In the same way, 2 lambda means even number. 2 into any number will get even number, right? Any number. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 is an even number. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 is an even number. So in the place of 1, 2, 3 I am substituting lambda here such that 2 lambda is an even number. So in the same way, b minus c is equal to 2 mu. Why? Because b minus c is an even number. So now, if I subtract, if I add minus b plus b gets cancelled, a minus c is equal to addition of 2 lambda plus 2 mu. So if I take 2 as common, lambda plus mu. So this is also a multiple of 2. Means this is also even. Right? So if we are taking modulus of a minus b is even and modulus of b minus c is even, then we are getting modulus of a minus c is also even. So this is transitive also. Okay. So when a relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then this is an equivalence relation. Understood? This is how we have to solve equivalence relation. Okay. Next, let us see one more problem, and last problem we'll wind up with this problem. Okay. Last, sixth problem. I hope now it is clear to everyone what is reflexive, what is symmetric and transitive after these many examples. Yes. So now last example. Show that. So this is direct question he is asking to show. Show that the relation R defined in the set A of all triangles as R is equal to T1 comma T2 such that T1 is similar to T2 is equivalence relation. So he is not asking check whether, he is saying directly to show that this relation is equivalence relation. So we have to prove that this relation satisfies reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, first let us see reflexive. So reflexive means T1 similar to T2. Yes, this implies T1 is similar to T1. Yes, when triangle T1 is similar to T2, then the triangle will be similar to T1, right? For suppose this triangle, this is triangle T1 and this is triangle T2. Similar means all sides are equal, something like that. Let us take like this. Okay. Similar means both are triangles, that's all. Yes, this is T1 similar to T2. So if T1 is similar to T2, then I can say that T2 is similar to T1, right? If not, T1 is similar to T1 here. Every triangle is similar to the same triangle, right? So T1 similar to T2 means T1 is similar to T1 here, right? So this is reflexive, okay? So reflexive is satisfied. Now let us see symmetric. Symmetric means T1 similar to T2 implies T2 similar to T1. Correct only no? When T1 is similar to T2, two triangles T1 and T2 similar. If T1 is similar to T2, then T2 is also similar to T1. Yes. So this is symmetric. Next, transitive. Transitive means T1 similar to T2, comma T2 similar to T3. This implies T1 is similar to T3. Correct only no? When T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3, then T1 is similar to T3. Okay? So I will write something big once again. So first relation is reflexive implies T1 similar to T2 implies T1 is similar to T1. Yes, this is true. Next, symmetric. So every triangle is reflective about itself, means similar to same triangle. So now symmetric, T1 similar to T2 implies T2 is similar to T1. Okay. So this is also satisfied. Next, transitive. So T1 similar to T2, comma T2 similar to T3 implies T1 similar to T3. Yes, similarity means it may be about angles or sides. Okay, whatever it may be, T1 is similar to T2 and T1 is similar to T1. In the same way, T1 is similar to T2 implies T2 is similar to T1. In the same way, when T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3, then definitely T1 will be similar to T3. Okay. So this is satisfying, reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So this equation, this relation is a equivalence relation. Understood? So anyhow, similar triangles means if one triangle is similar to other triangle, then the triangle will be similar to the same triangle itself. If one triangle is similar to other triangle, then other triangle also will be similar to the first triangle. In the same way, one triangle is similar to second triangle and second triangle is similar to third triangle, means automatically first triangle will be similar to third triangle. Right? All these three properties are satisfied. So when three conditions are satisfied, then we can say that the given relation is an equivalence relation. So students, these are some practice problems related to types of relations. I hope everybody understood all problems. No one has any doubt, and now it is clear to everyone. When can we say that a relation is symmetric, reflexive and transitive? By solving these examples. Yes. If you have any doubt in any problem, or if you have any type of problem related to this, then you can type that problem in the comment section so that I can solve that for you in the next class. I hope you like this video. If you like my video, please share my video to your friends and comment about anything you are not understanding. And if any doubt is there, please mention in the comment. Thank you.